during the week. What's going on, Shawnee?
What's going on, boys? So, the callers are kind of mixed both ways on the conversation right now. But we're going to keep the conversation Bears here. So with the draft completed, many across the NFL and the city have been celebrating, the obvious upgrades that Ryan Poles has made across the board. So, this obviously isn't a perfect team by any stretch. So, what are the biggest needs for the team now, guys? Obviously, maybe another piece on the O-line. Obviously you need another D lineman in there, another tackle or edge guy. But what is the biggest weakness on the team now, guys?
I'd say the only thing that still prevents this team from being on defense close to elite.
You like the linebackers?
Would be, I do. I'm fine with it.
How do you feel about the punter?
Stop it. In the scheme they play, I'm fine with linebackers. The only thing that might prevent them from being, let's say, like top 5 defense, top 7 defense, might be the lack of a true pass rusher on the other side of Montez.
Pass rush.
Other
Period.
than that, I think they're pretty damn good.
Pass rush, and we don't know what the hell's happening at center. You might have 2 bodies in there, but you don't know if you got the right 2 bodies. You
What
only
about
need
right
one,
guard?
but you've got 2 bodies.
I mean, I love it. They needed to upgrade the center, and, like they didn't draft one, but hey, they needed to upgrade the punter, and they drafted one. Like,
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay at center, York. They must like something about Bates.
Well,
a
and they
lot.
traded a 5th rounder for him, so theoretically they used the 5th rounder on their center.
That's true. That's a good point, I guess.
So we'll see.
And they did try to acquire him before. I think they like him, and hopefully he solidifies some things. Because if that comes together the right way, then their O-line, I think, will be all right. All right, Sean, what else?
All right, so going to the Cubs now with the dramatic win last night, pushed the Cubs to first in the Central. According to our guy Chris Kampka, the Cubs are 11-0 this season with their starters going at least 5 and 1 out innings, and that's a franchise record. Last night's win, 18 wins in April. So guys, who has been your unsung hero so far to this season, and also? Who in that bullpen needs to step up to kind of stabilize things later in ball games?
All of them. Even Neris walks a tightrope most of the time, right? You trust Leiter. I know he got the worst of it the other night in Boston, but I think you trust him more than anybody else. I'm not a Cub
I'm going to
fan.
go with Morrell.
Well, he was talking about the bullpen, though.
No, he's talking about both. He has 2 questions.
Unsung heroes.
Oh.
Who's the player, and then who needs to step up in the bullpen? Who's the guy that's been the MVP up to this point, right?
Yeah.
And then who needs to step up in the bullpen? 2 questions. Double-barreled. He wasn't there when John Sawatsky gave us the theory, Double-barreled question, 2 of them. You answered the second one.
I'd say everybody
I
in the
answered first
bullpen
one.
other than Leiter. And then who's been the unsung?
Who's been the unsung hero, the guy that's kind of got it done? It would have been Suzuki if he was still healthy, but he's
Michael
not.
Busch?
How about Imanaga?
Michael
I mean, I guess
Busch.
that's not unsung. He's he's awesome right now. Is that not an
Far
unsung hero?
exceeding expectations, though. I mean,
Definitely.
he was
Definitely.
he
Yeah.
got signed, and Jesse was telling us, he's like a 3 or 4 middle of the rotation guy. He's been
Dude,
unbelievable.
he was dazzling Friday night in Boston. Like, dazzling.
I take a deep breath and just say that what does the league do to new guys that come out? What do? They adjust. So it's great to have that success. Let's just keep that in check as he moves forward, because you'd have to think once he gets through there and everybody sees something, there's going to be some tough times ahead.
Yeah,
So-
it's only 5 starts.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a
But
small sample.
he's been good. He's been good.
But he has been, you talk about a revelation. I mean, I seem to remember, like Kevin said, there was, that's a nice little piece for them. You could slot him into the middle of your rotation. And maybe Yurko's right. Maybe this all changes as the league sees him more. But right now, he's not middle of the rotation. He's top of the rotation. Yep. He was dazzling, I'm telling you, on Friday in Boston. And he changes eye level so well.
And that's
he
without-
locates and he mixes.
It's without Justin Steele, too.
And it's without Justin
The
Steele.
6-horse in this year's Kentucky Derby.
Just Steele. You're looking at a .98 ERA through 5 starts, Yerk, with a whopping 4.39 ERA plus. Of course, these numbers will come back down to earth a little bit. They have to. The most impressive thing might be the 9.33 strikeout to walk ratio, Yerk. He's got 28 Ks and 3 walks. That's what you love. And that you'd like to think is sustainable.
Yeah.
So
What about the hitters, Carm? What about the hitters?
I don't know if I can give you a good one. Michael Busch, I guess, would be the guy.
He's your guy?
Yeah, I think he'd probably be the guy. All right. How about, who else is pretty good? Was Mike Tauchman ever this good? Wasn't Mike Tauchman kind of like just a journeyman who was
He's definitely better this year than last year.
shuffled
for sure.
around the league for the last decade or so? And like, Mike Tauchman's got an OPS plus a 163. Hello.
Yeah, that's up there.
He hits the ball the other way. I mean,
He's doing a nice job there.
All right, what else, Sean?
All right, so with last night's playoff outcomes, obviously around the association, Nuggets finishing off the Lakers, and the Wolves on Sunday doing their first playoff sweep in Wolves history. But this sets up a heavyweight battle in the West between Minnesota and Denver, guys. So, this is going to be obviously a 6 or 7 game series. So what's going to be the key for either side to take this one home?
Boy, can Ant continue to do what he did against Phoenix?
Is there a more fun player to watch right now?
Probably not.
He's so good.
Maybe, maybe Luka. Not many. Not many. And if he can continue to stress the Nuggets defense and attack the rim and attack one of their few weaknesses, that's probably the difference. I don't know. I'd lean a little bit on Denver still. Championship medal and Joker and Murray are just clutch. I don't know how you define it, right? They say it's impossible to define. I guess it is, but sometimes you see it and you know what it is, and they certainly seem to be clutch. The moments are never too big for Joker and Murray, ever. It's calm, it's cool. We don't need timeouts.
Well, it'll be entertaining. We'll see if
it'll be great.
We'll see if it's as entertaining as the Lakers and Denver was.
Yeah.
We'll see if they have answers.
I think it'll be pretty good.
I know it's a half-court game. It's a grind.
I like Denver in the series, but
Michael Porter Jr. is going to have to be key.
yeah, man, if he continues to shoot the way he shot the ball from distance, good luck beating the Nuggets. If he's going to shoot 45% from three, or I don't even know, it might be higher than that in that series. Good luck to you if that's what Michael Porter Jr. is going to do from distance.
This is not revisionist
Have
history here. Back in 2018, I was begging for the Bulls to draft Michael Porter Jr. They took Wendell Carter.
Good for you.
This jabroni that they shipped off.
Jabroni. Well, everybody was scared to death about his back, remember? Everybody was really
Come on,
scared.
modern medicine.
Yeah, modern medicine.
We're in the new age.
What's he shooting from distance in the playoffs? I mean, granted, it was a small. Hold on, let me see. I mean, it felt like he made every three he took.
They got game one not until Saturday, by the way. They got to let some other series finish, it looks like. Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Eric. So far in the playoffs, he's at 49%. Dude, good luck. Now that probably won't continue, but if he shoots like that again, he's at 45% or something. They're going to be tough to beat. What else, Sean?
All right, so now we're going to go over to the Lakers now. Obviously, with their playoff loss, a lot of pressing questions on the front of LeBron, obviously head coach Darvin Ham. Ham was uncensored in postgame, quoted saying, "Common sense tends to go out the window when you talk about my job in particular." Guys, are you in a lose-lose situation if you're coaching a LeBron-led team?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Or if you're the general manager of a LeBron-led team.
I mean, how
You're
many?
in the
How many?
lose-lose. What's his name up there?
Rob Pelinka.
How many coaches have gone through this situation?
I mean, well, who was what was it? David Blatt?
yeah.
Yeah, the guy that came over from Israel.
I think Ty Lue is one
Frank
he likes
Vogel?
the most. Frank Vogel. Who else? There's got
Not
to
a
be
lot of love for Vogel in Phoenix either.
No, I don't think so. I probably don't.
Especially
blame
for
him.
Bradley
I was
Beal.
going to say Brad Beal will tell you,
Bradley.
number one fan.
He blew him off, went right by him.
Boy.
Smacked his hand away.
Some game by Brad Beal in a closeout game. Holy cow, stunk. This is life with LeBron. I mean, you take it because you're coaching LeBron, but there's a fine line, and he might be the sacrificial lamb, especially if LeBron wants to get back. All right, anything else in the lunch rush, boys?
We got one more.
Go ahead.
One more overnight signing. White Sox signed Jared Walsh to a
saw
minor
that.
league deal. I mean, Vaughn's been struggling 180 on the year.
Brutal. It's brutal.
What do you guys think about that one?
I mean, Jared Walsh, interesting story. He's had some personal/medical things that have not gone his way the last couple of years. He really struggled after a good debut in Anaheim a bunch of years ago. I guess you take a shot. I've got it written down for Jesse. I mean, Andrew Vaughn's got an OPS plus of 40. Ugh. You know who was picked ahead of him in that draft?
Who?
Adley Rutschman and Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, not after, but I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, before him. Andrew Vaughn.
And Andrew Vaughn was sort of the consensus, like most of the teams I remember reading, like, yeah, this kid'll hit. He's a little limited in where he can play, or he's very limited in where he can play, but they were like, he's a hitter. He can hit. He's sort of Chris Bryant-ish-y. He's that much of a polished
Chris
college
Bryant
hitter.
now, maybe.
Yeah, Chris Bryant now. 40 OPS plus.
That's terrible.
He's slugging 230, Yerk.
That's horrendous.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay. Give me some more. What's his name? Pham? Pham.
Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham. That's who I need. Give me some more Tommy Pham. That's what I want. The future for the White Sox is Tommy Pham.
Yeah, 30-something-year-old.
This guy has come in. The minute he got in, it became electric over there.
All right, we'll take
Tommy
a quick break.
Pham.
We'll come back, grab more of your Bears calls. Jesse joins us at 2. We'll be right back.